All right. Hello, test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. I realized I didn't even go into the VC if my icon is not on the screen, but I can remedy that right now. All right, commentary. All right, we out here. All right. Alpha, you can hear me? Oh, hope the masses can hear me. Hello, everybody. My name is Darsheen, aka Yoshi96, and welcome to the stream. We got ourselves Road to Greatness number 132, top 4. We got, as the name has in the title, our top 4 comprises of Utopia, TEC, NeonBlakk, and Xochi Papalo. So, we're gonna go and see how this top 4 came to be. But before I even move to that, I didn't even ask y'all, how is everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good time in the bracket, all who played. I hope you guys are excited to check out all the matches that I have in store for you guys to watch back. In most cases, hey Quasar. Yeah, we a little silly. We didn't have the icon there, but I'm there now. You can see the Yosh, you can see the Pika. We here. But I hope you guys are good though. Yeah, we got ourselves a pretty stacked one as far as tonight went. We had 14 entrants. Let's check it out. How our top 4 came to be. All right, like I said, 14 players, and we'll start off with the winner side. Utopia had a couple of strong wins here, so let's go ahead and look at those. So where are we at? Utopia starting got a 2-0 over Class Defend, 2-0 versus Xochi. That's pretty notable. And then proceeding to 2-0 Neon right afterwards. So just getting 2-0 back to back against two players who are seated let me see, 5th and 4th respectively in front of them in the most recent PR. And then that's how they got to the position that they are in the winners final versus TEC. TEC's own journey to get to winners final. It started off without a round 1 bye. They actually have not been in at least like a week or so. So they were a little out of it, not seated quite as high, but definitely showing why that is not supposed to be the normality. 2-0ing Roshu, 2-0ing Dash, 2-0ing Galajan. So both of these players just having a clean 2-0 sweep to get to where they are. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how these two stack up winners final. And to see our underground half of top 4, Neon, they got taken out by, let's see. Yeah, like I said, Utopia took Neon out, and that put them at losers round. Is that 1, 2, 3? We can see things. Challenge, please. Oh no. Unless I'm not seeing something. Dog? Why are you not? Oh boy. It will not. On a tear. Right. Both of them were on a tear. For real. But challenge almost wants to tear off the bottom part of my page so I can't see things. What the deuce? Man, what? And you know what? Zoom out. I cannot do this. Bro. What do you do? Just janky behind website. What is that? Oh my god. Let me see. It literally just will not show up. Either way, Neon, let's see, because they must have won here, I guess. I can't tell who the darn person is because it won't freaking show up. Oh lord. Alright. We're not going to be fighting this all night. But Neon shows up down here against Verdigris, and they 2-0'd Verdigris to get into losers semifinal. And then Xochi, they were in losers round 3, where they beat Utah 2-0. They beat Galajan 2-0. And here we are. That we have our underground part of top 4. So that is how that came together. So let's go ahead and get, let's see, get rid of things, tabs. Give me 1 second, I gotta actually snipe something in chat here. There we go. Cool. Alright, we got rid of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the first set, shall we? Oh Lord, now we have an extra letter on the name. We will be having TEC versus Utopia. Hope you guys are ready to check out the action. Here we go, here we go. Let me know if I need to adjust anything as far as the volume as per the usual. I never realized how much like how human Scizor sounds in this game. Ooh, okay, Utopia coming out from out of the gate, schmixing a little bit. All right, love to see it. First field phase, who's gonna get the upper hand here? Gonna get those nuggets there, TEC. Very nice side wide to get them. The back wide counter not gonna come out. Staples into the grab. All right, Brigadier. Whoa. All right, getting stuffed out a little bit. How do you get in? But great jump from Utopia. Not going to get into the wall there. Oh, man. Tried to TEC, but TEC kept the pressure on. And going to get the get-up option. Pushing Utopia back to this wall. But Bone Rush going to put them back into dual phase. Ooh, I love the pokes that Utopia was going for, but committed a little bit too hard in that last one. And TEC getting the conversion that they want. Bug Bite getting some HP back in the process. Right, off the staples, gonna get a nice little string right there as well. Utopia says, let's do this for real. Going into synergy and gonna get the grab read on that counter attempt. The enhanced grab does significant damage. Only 6 seconds remaining on the clock. TC also going into synergy. Keep on going on that shield. Ninetales gonna push them away. Winning because of HP difference slightly. TEC gonna take that first round. Oh, great counter into the U-turn. Or the U-turn being the counter. Oh my god, the range? I'm not sure if that's JX for TEC, but brute aerial attack into the string, putting them into the field phase already. Man, Utopia is getting all these grab reads. Ooh, great counter out there. Gonna get the scoop. Into the force palm. There we go. Beautiful job. Brigadier. CDC. Okay, countering. E-turn. Ooh, gonna out patient. Or just gonna get weighted out by Utopia. Very nice. The JY not gonna land the way they wanted it to, and T's gonna find a lot of damage here. Ooh, creative combo. Alright, ending it with the bug bite signature. Okay, rush in. Utopia. Synergy. That could kill him? Whew, barely. Not going to. TC has to be super careful here because one good straight hit from Utopia. That is it. Burst attack. Gonna get shielded. Are going into synergy burst of their own. Oh my god, the pressure. 1 second remains. What a JX! They just said, I don't want this to go to time. I want that round for real. Utopia getting one on the board as well. Brigadier support. Alright, good counter to get back. And the Sawai waiting for your... Oh my god. The U-turn gonna stuff out Utopia's aerial assault. Take the counter. The slide into the uppercut. Ooh, Utopia gonna run it right in there. Bullet punch. Oh my god, the pickup. TEC getting the dribbles. Not gonna close it out. Ooh, bone rush. And the count. The counter getting read again by Utopia. All these grabs. Throw the Aura Sphere out. The Frogadier coming out. There's layers to these setups. Oh man, yeah, that's a punish for sure. Utopia. The bullet punch gonna keep him off, but bone rush is gonna be waiting for the bug man. Ooh, he turned again. All right, synergy. The metal claw. This is indeed good Pokken. Oh my god, the bullet punch pushing him away. Just fueled faith. What does he do? Counter is the answer. Alright, he's also going to synergy burst. Gonna opt for as much defense as he can. Ninetales gonna stuff them out right here. Less than 20 seconds remain. What is the option? Oh man, gonna get a full wild, but not gonna get anything else off of it. Burst attack could be the seal. That is it. Game 1 TEC. All right, great stuff to TEC to open up winners final. There we go. Oh, excuse me, chat. Projectiles being flown, and Utopias is gonna win. That is gonna be how we start off our first duel phase, or start off our getting to our first duel phase. What in the ramble was that? Ooh, I love the aggressive option from Utopia, knowing that a grab was gonna be coming. Force palm, a lot of damage there. Already under half their HP. Frogadier. Utopia been using Frogadier very well. It's like it's been a way of sort of a distraction of sorts to really get to set up the option of what they really want to have, whether it be a sidewire, whether it be an Aura Sphere, or just coming in cold with the grab. That metal claw. TEC finding just all of this great damage. Oh my god! Thank you. Homing attack. TEC is fighting himself back into the back away. Not gonna be. Oh wait! Oh, he caught him. Okay, I think that's round. I didn't think that TEC had like backed away. I thought it was that they walked back and then they just had the shield on. But they must have backdashed. Alright, getting the dribbles instant land into the bug bite. Oh, the tech. Okay, tech and it got the grab. I thought he got the tech and nothing off of it. Oh my, you turn. Big damage here on the wall. A slide in the uppercut. Bouncing them back into the middle of the field. Oh, Utopia committed to that for sure. Oh man, the U-turn to follow up. TEC taking that round 2 very convincingly. Oh, that grab. Alright, a big nugget right there behind you. Doesn't need it. Gonna get the phase shift. Gonna fill up the meter on their own accord. Gotta be careful not get it absorbed. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Whoever messaged that, Jojat. Welcome to the stream. I really love the yeah. The Frogadier usage is really good on Utopia's part. Ooh, good JA. I love it. You don't really get to see that move used a lot in the air. All right, here's the usage again. The pop up, very nice. Ah, U-turn. Oh, he committed again. U-turn is eternal. The Ninetales support is ready to call upon. And both players playing with a full bar of synergy. We'll need to use it first. This is the final round. Oh, but does he even need it? The answer is no. Adding another point to the board, TEC. I'm not sure if you stream, but I'll give you a shout out anyway. JD, is that JD Jack? This could be JDA. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. But I appreciate you coming through to the stream. How are you? How are you? Do 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 a do 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 a do 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 a do 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 do. All right, good. Forward. Oh man, they fell before the force palm could connect. I love the idea. Utopia was definitely trying to delay the JY. I'm glad you're enjoying the games, JD. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. This is only the beginning. Got a very talented top 4 here. The numbers that you see in the brackets of number 1 and number 6, those pertain to the most recent PR that happened. As you see, this is number 132. After every 10 RTGs, because every 10 RTGs is a full season. So the most recent season, it was number 13. This is the second game. Excuse me. This is the second bracket of season 14. So the placements that these players have next to them are what's most relevant to the most recent 10 brackets. Number 121 through 130. Well, and counting at the end of every, my God, am I talking? Just going over this entire round that TEC took very convincingly. But at the end of every at the end of every 10 RTGs Road to Greatness brackets, we have what's called an end of the road, which is a bi-monthly to tri-monthly, depending on how scheduling works. At the end of every 10, there's a big tournament that may or may not have a prize pool. But usually where best of 5 is for winners, final, losers final, and grand final. The entirety of top 8 is best of 5 in the end of the road brackets. So if you check those out in the future, if you watch these consistently, then you'll be able to see one of those top 4. But you can also check out the most recent end of the road on my channel if you want to look back a little bit and see in my past broadcasts. I'm gonna make it a proper playlist or a proper collection on my channel for easier access. Also on YouTube, to make it even easier. But man, speaking of easy navigation, TEC just bobbing and weaving, just making it look easy out here. 3-0 versus Utopia, a very strong set. A beautiful job from both players. All right, with that there, let's check out the updated brackets, or I will update it. Alright, so winners final, that is 0-3. Submit scores. So TEC sitting in the grands, in the winner side of grands, waiting for the opponent to climb from the underground. And the underground will start to rumble with this loser semifinal match between NeonBlakk and Xochi. Let's go ahead and update these names. There's semis, best of 3. NeonBlakk was the most recent 4th PR spot, and Xochi the most recent 5th spot on the PR. Yeah, very impressive. Yeah, Utopia's plays were on point a lot of the time, but yeah, TEC's spacing is very, very tight. So let's go back into our scene here to check out what I was mentioning with the PR very briefly here. Alright, so check it out. Road to Greatness Season 13 Power Rankings, because the end of the road was July 6th, so it was a week break. After we have the end of the road, there's a week break, and then number 131 was last Saturday, and here we are with Road to Greatness number 132. But looking at this graphic to kind of break it down just a bit here, we have Neon and Xochi 4th and 5th respectively, about to go at it. They both respectively went down 2 positions from the previous power ranking, because there were just a lot of shakeups from people like Dash and KDK getting, well, KDK also did go down, but I believe it was also because of the fact that TEC came back with a vengeance and reclaimed their spot, because they were in 2nd to KTK for a season. But they said, yeah, after my break, because they weren't on the PR at all for season 12, but they came back for 13, and it's been it's been all systems go ever since. And Utopia, of course, only they went down once in the most recent passing, but I mean, these placings speak for themselves. They got 1st and 130. The controller, that's the it's kind of small, but it's AGN. That's the abbreviation of his of the group he's affiliated with. I'm not sure if it's like a I'm not sure if it's like a crew. I'm not sure if it's like some sort of maybe it's like a friend group thing. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's I know it's a gaming group that he's affiliated with, so he has that attached to his name in the series. And yeah, you Alpha number 9. You were new to the most recent PR. Just showing this to kind of give a brief understanding to people who are new, like JD here, about how things like how things are shown and how they come together. But speaking of coming together, let's go ahead and keep this keep this showcase together, and we will continue on with losers semifinals. Alright, switch these names around. Alright, Alpha. Gotta get up early in the morning night. Good night, Alpha. Thank you for dropping by the stream. Appreciate it. Have a good night, and hope you take care of whatever you need to take care of tomorrow. Just immediately we're just seeing the prowess that Xochi exudes when they're just throwing out all of the, like, this wall of projectiles. Neon barely vaulting over that last one, the grab being just out of range, you're gonna get the critical hit in exchange. Or in response, excuse me. Oh, good Mimikyu for Neon. Then the fire spin. Gonna get that trap right. They're gonna grab. Hyper Beam point blank is disgusting amount of damage. But Xochi good to declare synergy right there. We're gonna get grab anyway. The defense buff from synergy not gonna do anything actually. I thought I was gonna give them a bit of a buff in terms of not falling right there. But that is gonna be wrong on my part. Ooh. Alright, call Xochi a sharpshooter because they are getting all of these hits. Alright, cycle cut from Neon. Gonna get another hit to follow up and get into our dual phase barrier. A good counter. The double slide. Okay, gonna get the light screen. I believe that's light screen. Ooh, is that a trade? Oof. I love the little hop that Neon is doing, just to be able to barely just kind of hop across. Oh, that JY, no fear by Neon. Mimikyu call on the wake up, gonna jump out of the corner right there. First attack. The risk factor. Whoa! Man, that is the biggest no you moment I've seen all night so far. I'm not sure what that move is, but Xochi was definitely bold themselves. They were bold back. So I thought barrier would have had it, but they countered the barrier. It's crazy. Neon evading a lot of these timed hits has been very this has been very tight right as well. Okay, barrier gonna get the Hihachi. Alright, knowing where their limits are. But I think the attack, Xochi getting out of this corner. Alright, what option we have here? CADC trying to get that counter, but Neon already in that shield. Mimikyu. Oh my god, getting the homing attack again off of the Mimikyu. Whoo! They said I might have some nerfed stats at the moment, but that don't mean that you can't join me with getting this lower HP. Alright, Miss Magius gonna be that slow moving hitbox. First attack, are they ready for it? The teleport. Oh! Oh, are you dead for this? Are they gonna drop that? Oh, the grab call out! Oh my god. I understand wanting to go for a counter. But yeah, Neon was just ready for it. Definitely ready, yeah. But as the as I have up there, this is a best of 3. The previous set winners final was best of 5, but this is semifinals being a best of 3 at the moment, and then from here it will be when we get the losers final again from there on, it'll be best of 5 once again. So as I say that, what I mean is that this could be still anyone's set. Only the first game has been completed. No hesitation at all from that point and into this one. The JY try to get that like the air drift. Alright, that's not gonna be able to capitalize on that at the moment. But Neon already just using a hyper beam, trying to just get as much damage as possible. Getting that shield up, Miss Magius support. Covering everywhere all at once. Xochi is keeping Neon just in position right here. Oh man, multiple punishes I feel like could have came out from that. But they just may have been a little bit unsure of what to commit to. But Neon also had just a lot of things covered right there. Oh! Oh! Get hit with the 3-piece. Xochi fighting back from the wall. I love the patience. Hyper beam. Neon loves doing that. good counter. The JY? Okay, I thought they were gonna get something off of that first JY. Oh, but here it is to make up for it. Sweep. Just using this wall beautifully. Drain punch. We're gonna say what can Xochi do? That's what she can. That's what they can do right there. Oh man, the sweep from the bottom. Flamethrower. People, I think, underestimate that range of that move. I think that move's really good to call out when people are just landing and it's like just out of what you would be considered regular range or an arm's length range. Reaches just far enough. And Xochi gonna get that strong grab to put us into our first field phase. Alright, we are in synergy mode once again. Oh my god, that's they're almost dead for this. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's how you answer back, baby. Stun on him. Stun on him, Gradavoir. Xochi on the board, baby. Game 3. Furthest extent. Well, the truest furthest extent this could go would be if it went down to final round. Do I know? Maybe, but not actually, because I was happy when I was recording these games. So let's see. Let's see who's gonna get the upper hand to start us off. Both going in the air and gonna get the counter property of their JX to start us off. Xochi flinging that Mewtwo down. Hyper Beam. Gonna be low profiling. I love that. The full animation of these moves still duck, so it was able to get underneath the Hyper Beam. Just all of these moves that Neon was going for. Homing attack. Alright. Tasting first blood after getting hit and not being able to answer for most of this round so far. Xochi is doing a fantastic job of distant pressure. Take a chew. What do you do to get out of this wall? I'm gonna get Neon. Gonna find a JX. You're already doing better than that last round. It wasn't a perfect, but it was just so close to it being so. I think that connects. Yeah, we were just barely in the air still. Get a good chunk of damage to get Xochi in a good position. Good ADC. Not gonna get the upper hand at the moment. Oh, we have the grab attempt. Gonna get slipped out by the homing attack. The attack beating grab in the attack triangle. Trip. Mimikyu. Oh boy. Flamethrower, the grab attempt, but the tech saying to get off me real quick. Miss Magius for your trouble. Ooh, the slide. I love that. Xochi just playing this a little patient. Counter gonna get stuff out. Barrier into the grab. Whew. Throwing the life out of them right there. And here we are, final round. Ooh, quick jump into the aerial assault. I love it. What the trade was that? I'm not sure that was the incomplete Hyper Beam. But it shows you throwing out that option right there. Hyper Beam cancel. Man, love the JYs from Neon. Okay, side strike. Getting the just frame. All that damage. Bouncing away from that fire spin. Xochi just building up all this momentum. Trying to get some sort of long distance pressure started again. They're gonna get the it's not JX. love the patience from Neon, because they knew that it was going to be a future sight waiting for them in the air, so they just stayed put. Ooh, and the barrier gonna push them away. 24 HP left. Ooh, cycle cut's gonna cut down the life. That is gonna be Neon getting that 2-1 victory. Very well done. Great job to both competitors there. Really could have been either way. Alright, where my music at? Here we go. Got the nice Pokken OST on lock, on standby. Both really good indeed. Let's go ahead and update our tournament page. Alright, so losers final, we have Utopia versus NeonBlakk. Let's get it. Yeah, the live adaptation was definitely evident. Losers final, and just to give you guys the visual interest for a few seconds here while I get the names up on here. Alright, Utopia versus NeonBlakk, who is number 4. Alright, here we go. Oh jeez. The name. Just pull that back a little bit. There we are. Alright, we move, we move. Alright, here we go. Oh, with a slam. I love the way that Utopia uses their 2Y. The back Y counter, just an all-encompassing attack. I think that was a really quick counter on reaction there. Barrier on reaction as well from Neon. Tackle cut, keeping it going at JY. Gonna drop that Bailey. What would have been a grab. Utopia's gonna get into the synergy burst. Try to get the burst attack, but Neon was faster. The jump and then the punish. Alright, understanding the limit of that. Backing away after the flamethrower is not going to connect. A grab. They said it's my turn. Great catch from Utopia then. Bro, with your catch indeed. They weren't able to get anything off of it, but just creating that opening. You know, I'm gonna get that critical grab, push me into the field phaser. Ooh, I love like there was the back away moment from Neon, but Utopia said nah. Alright, good shift. Frogadier call from Utopia. Counter. And the Frogadier keeping them vulnerable. The 5x setup not gonna get going. Okay, JY. Neon just finding another just beautiful string here. Synergy burst. We go. Utopia. Oh, the combo ends the burst attack. This. It's not gonna be death, but it's gonna be close. Only 66 HP remains on this Mewtwo. Ooh, came from downtown to get that to connect. I love the fake out. And the grab. Ooh, I love the counter on reaction. Yo, JY! Oh man, I feel like a 5x would have been beautiful after that JY connecting. Oh man, fire spin on wake up. That is Neon's round to take barely. And I feel like Utopia just wasn't quite prepared to punish. But yeah, the teleports are just insane from Neon. Just getting themselves out of these very specific situations. Hyper Beam, alright, committing to it. Getting nuggets real quick. Frogadier throwing out the water shurikens. Counter. Oh, holding on to theirs a little bit too long. Mewtwo's counter is going to be a little stronger. And the grab. Whew. Strong pressure here. Okay, good counter. Neon was going for all three of the homings. The typical 3-hit. Gotta be careful how you approach. Both are on the verge of taking the first game of this. The first game of this set. This final round. Man, I got the hard knockdown. Now they won it for sure. Oh my god, the JY? Able to poke through Neon, finding that first match. Man, tooth and nail. Go back what? Ooh, that's a good extreme speed. Yep. Another one. Typically being defensive against defense. Red Neon finding their openings, finding their opportunities. The dress from after the side strike. Alright, good grab. Don't want to be holding that shield too long in that corner. Got to be able to keep moving, but moving backwards to your deficit right there. Neon finding this extra damage and still having you on this wall. Mimikyu support. Oh my goodness gracious. Get out of that wall. Yeah, there we go. Counter. Ooh. Beautiful follow-up from Neon to take that first round. Alright, keep that shield up because those hyper beams are coming. Ooh, what a JY. They knew they were teleporting. Utopia's definitely showing their experience here. Yeah, very strong neutral game that Neon has, absolutely. Oh my god, the mix-ups in the air. Oh man, the grab is so quick. It's like, what do? You have to have super quick reaction. Oh, good shield, because that would have been a lot of damage with that hyper beam connected. Oh, the barrier. Ooh. That's how Neon just sets up, because they understand the limits of the combos and like how the wall Oh, okay, good catch from Utopia. But yeah, with Neon stopping potential strings. Yo, 20 was one of a small boy. Welcome to the stream. You came in time for losers final. But I was saying, yeah, Neon just does a really good job of like knowing when to stop combos. And like just kind of knowing how to like pick right back up where they start. Oh, what a good JA. Wait, that, oh yeah, that's the start of the counter, that's right. Yo, the drain, but wait. Thunder Punch, right? Yeah, Fire Punch. Yo, barely Utopia gonna take that by HP. The grab, instant. Alright, 8X not gonna do it. The hop over that move. Ooh, barrier. You're gonna eat a lot of HP for this. Oh my god. To your face, the hyper beams. They keep on coming. Homing attack. Utopia's gotta find some sort of footing here, or they get perfected! Oh my god! Man, it's game 2 already! Utopia's gotta come alive here. Utopia is not playing a bad game whatsoever, but Neon, like, oh god, got clipped by the hyper beam. Like, because as addressed, their neutral and combo game is just so strong. So just whenever there's situations of trying to find the first interaction, Neon just wins more often than not. Utopia's great with reactions, but when Neon is just doing a better job of controlling the pace of the game as a whole, that's going to spell a lot of trouble for Utopia. He's got to figure out how to turn this story, this narrative, into his own so he can write his own comeback, because it's not happening at the moment. Neon finding grab after grab. I just realized I have to update the this is indeed 5. I apologize. Best of 5. Might have been somebody looking from chat like, hey, I thought it said best of 3. No. My bad. Great sidewalk for Utopia. They already have full meter. So if they decide to use it now or wait for a possible best of 50 win, that is definitely not in the normal cards of this tournament. But I feel like some of the folks in the RTG scene definitely would not be against doing like a first to 50. Some of the true mad lads in the community would definitely try that challenge. That didn't kill. That's so close though. Oh, the homing attack. Is this the comeback? Mimikyu. Okay, good JY. Being in burst. Gonna get the enhancement to be able to dash in the air and gonna find that follow-up. Good on Utopia. Gonna get that round. Going even footing here. Alright, solid start from Neon. Ooh, good 2Y to get that critical hit. And gonna get the force home. And the 3 reads in a row is wild. Utopia is definitely in Neon's head, even for a little bit. Good shooting that flamethrower attempt. I love just the quick tap, trying to just find what is the safest and like what is going to be the option that Neon's going for. Not going to be able to dash over that. I believe that JY was just a little bit too delayed. Flamethrower and wake up. Oh my god, this long range pressure. Oh, that counter. Oh, the phase shift came. The grab! It snapped him! And just like that, folks, is a 3-0 Neon's favor. But gotta give it up to Utopia. They were fighting like a madman. They were definitely playing a strong game, but Neon's was just a little bit stronger in that set. Alright, this is what we love to see, right? We love to see the grand final. Oh, yeah. Quasar, you were the one saying best of 50 win. I don't know why I thought it was 20 saying that. would you be willing to do a best of 50 at some point, Quasar? I'm not asking against me specifically, but just in general. I'm too much of a scrub at this game to to even win at a best of 5 against a large majority of this RTG cast. Let's go ahead and get the update to the tournament board once again. Alright, so 0 to 3. Neon gonna be riding the wave from the underground into the winner's side, into the grand final to fight TEC. Oh. Alright, had to take care of that real fast in the background. And with that, we have grand final. TEC winner side versus NeonBlakk loser side. I'll also change to say top 2. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Alright. Hope you guys have been enjoying everything so far. I'm going to take this opportunity to just do like a super quick, like a minute and a half ad break. Give you guys a chance to get some drink if you want to, a little snack, or just to kind of give a little just a little bit of a speed bump into the action here for just a minute here. But do not go far, because we are going to be continuing with grand final in just a minute. Stay tuned. Alright. We are so back. Okay, the big guys, gotten your drink, your water, whatever else you wanted to grab to check out this grand final because it is coming at you at the speed of sound. Here we go. Grand final between TEC and NeonBlakk. Truly a why do I hear boss music playing moment. Just with Scizor just preparing. Alright, oh my god, bullet punch immediately. Tornado into the follow-ups. And put these crackers down, Xochi. We got a set to compensate. Oh my god. We're shooting the high beam. Oh my god, this staple, the neutral killer. TEC is locked in for real. Oh boy. I love like that little mix up of that string because I'm so used to seeing like just a specific set of moves get into bullet punch, but he's using like a few others to kind of change it up. Moga. Ooh, really good to just get a quick speed debuff. Man, just getting poked by one of those staples. Okay, guy in this corner. Neon. Oh, what a hyper beam. Wait, game punch? Barely? Oh, their jump away from TEC was clutch in that moment. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a JY. That was so quick. Yeah, getting out of the corner. Trying to get the side strike with the just spring. That's so much damage. Moga. And that's so quick. I'm not sure what that move is that Mewtwo does, but that can be very effective at getting rid of the staples if they're far enough. Ooh, using the X Scissor. Or aerial ace. Baby support, gonna give them back some HP and attack buff. You know, finding that one hit of homing. But the JX getting it the critical hit as well, but TEC going into the synergy. Oh, burst attack. Oh, that's it. Oh, baby. As soon as I saw Neon was slightly in the air, I knew that was a catch. I don't know why it took me this long to keep this down here, but it's fine. Oh my god. TEC gonna get that JX. And it's gonna just open up a lot of damage to start us off. Yeah, almost trying to get in there, but that counter from TEC was stronger. Punch, tomato. Dribbled in, aerial ace to seal it off. Alright, great opening attack. U-turn. Oh my god, the way TEC just quickly got out of that wall. Oh, out of that corner, because they were not wanting to be pressed against the wall for a long time. Neon is not afraid to go for after the wall. Okay, nice quick duck. Ooh, the full extent of that combo. That earns them a full bar of meter or burst. Man, it seems like as much as Neon is able to like get something started, TEC is able to shut it down at the moment's notice. Staples just far enough. Oh, that's a grab. Wait, what? The awareness, the spacing. They must have used the JX to just like to just be right above. Like, I don't understand how they dodged that. I really don't. Hover stance? Man, that's crazy. I genuinely did not have an explanation for that. I don't know how he dodged that. Like, I really couldn't have told you. Oh yeah, I just stepped away. That was my mistake when I was recording it earlier. You have to be grounded to be... Oh, you have to be grounded to be grabbed, and TEC air stall. That was so smart. Yeah, what JD says, TEC has not missed a read or play at all. They're just cracked like that. Like, as insane as a player as Neon is, TEC just finds a way to be even more insane. But look at this HP. Neon has found an answer. Getting a perfect. He's cooking. He's cooking. Do we make a full course meal in this match? In this game? Hi, Star Fox. Oh, what a JY. Like the CDC into the bullet punch. I'm not sure what that clamping move is called. Ooh, good fire punch. All good patience on that U-turn. Neon knew it was coming. And getting the critical hit. That grab beating that counter. And look at that. Keep on. Just keep this damage adding up. Amoga definitely gonna come in. Decreasing the speed. Get the quick grab. Clearly got hit by one of the staples. Mimikyu. Okay, go to TEC to just get out of there at that moment. That back and forth, the U-turn, the JX. This sweep, gonna get this conversion. Oh, and the grab, that could do it. Woo! Neon on the board, baby. Reverse sweep? Possible. Yeah, Star Fox, how are you coming into the grand final? You just made it. Oh, staples. Gotta be careful about those. Okay, here we go. What a JY. Neon finding the opening. The air dash, Momoga. Yep, Momoga not gonna get a chance to do anything in that in that play. Just kind of fading back, throwing these psycho cuts. It's been very effective up until this moment. I'm gonna get that grab, TEC. Good teleport. The parry gonna get countered immediately. The reaction time from TEC. Oh man, getting clipped. Tentacle domain, Amoga support. All of these so far. Gotta be so careful because you two need speed. Oh wait, we're finding a thunder punch. 1 second remains. Wait. Oh, they clutched it out by going into synergy mode. What a call. Alright, Hyper Beam. Just only gonna get a piece of it. And the counter, man, just saw that they were gonna be right up in their face in that moment. Oh, they air stalled. You know, we're just a little bit too antsy with that grab attempt. Quick duck from TEC. Okay, there's the fire punch. Oh boys, TEC finding so much damage. Homing attack, ooh! Gonna get that critical. Gonna be super effective against that grab. The JY, oh baby, that's great damage from Neon. Carrying all the way to the wall, not quite. The air dash out of it. TEC trying to regroup, but anti-air from Neon gonna keep TEC at a disadvantage for just a little bit longer. The grab, ooh, that's gonna get punished big time. 2 staples into the Metal Claw. Amoga gonna get shielded. There you go. Can't sacrifice that speed in this possible final moment. Where's that gonna get shielded? Oh, the anti-air gonna catch him on the downfall. TEC gonna be taking it 3-1 in grand final. He said, I'm gonna catch this before it hits the ground. Crazy. We're gonna go ahead and transition over into, well, we'll update the page. So go ahead and say complete. Yeah, I was using this as my you can now see the page I've been using for the OST. Alright, 3. Well, no, not 31. 3-1. Alright, that's it. And let's hit end tournament. And we traditionally have a winner's interview at the end if the winner has some moment of their time to give to us. I'm not sure why it's like crunching these names up so much like this. Oh well. Neon had some insane plays though. Yeah, for real. Alright, so let's transition over into our final screen where we crown the champion. And speak of the devil, hold on, let's get him in here. Alright, properties, make sure that you are heard. Hello, TEC.
What's up?
Sup? Congratulations on the win, my friend.
Thank you.
Yes, how does it feel? Because I think you were like gone for like a week or so, right?
I was gone for a few weeks, I think, because I was on vacation. I was just away from my setup for, I missed end of the road because I was just like out of the house for the whole weekend. And then, last weekend I was just out of commission because of work. So I was just like, my brain's not in it to be playing Pokken last weekend. So I'm just like, I'm just going to hold off and we'll try next week.
Understandable. Definitely. Pokken, well, any fighting game really, like a lot of it is about mindset, and like having that is definitely crucial in being able to do as well, like to do as well as possible.
Yeah, it's definitely not. If I knew if I would go into it knowing I'm just not feeling the greatest, I definitely would not be performing very well.
But we would not have wanted that for sure. So taking that time that you did definitely paid fruitful, because you definitely came back in it with a vengeance. You were just claiming these sets here tonight. Really strong stuff. Let's see, because of how the seeding was, you started, I believe you were 6th seed, yeah. So you started off with round 1. So you went through Xochi, you went through Dash, Gylergen, and then like Utopia had like a mirror run like you did. Like they didn't drop a single game up until the winners final. Like what were you thinking like when you saw you were matched up with Utopia?
I was thinking he was cooking, dude. Holy, every game we played though, it was. I'm trying to say, yeah, the win count is there, but like every game went down to the wire. He was giving me a run for my money.
Absolutely. No, yeah, definitely. Utopia has definitely been on the grind, on the rise. Contrary to what the PR would say, he's definitely still been as consistent as ever. It was just a matter of like how many was like entered, and then like just because of like points, as far as like the ones that were more in the top 5, they got a bit more wins that added up to their placement points. So it wasn't it wasn't a means of Utopia not playing well in the last season at all. It was just a matter of like some were playing a little bit more, and then some were just making more notable like certain wins over people.
Sure.
And then in your case with the most recent PR, because I do believe this is your first win of the season. So like, because you weren't on the season 12 at all, because of like not playing in enough. But season 13, you reclaimed your first place position. I don't think we have had a chance to talk with you to ask you about how you feel about getting that spot back on the PR.
Good to be back.
Good to be back. Yes, sir. Who would you feel like was probably like one of your more entertaining, or like one of your most like run for your money sets tonight, or opponents?
Now saying Utopia, like, I mean, I don't know, like a lot of people that are playing me regularly are definitely adapting to me. So it's not like no one is I don't think anybody is like not adapting to me compared to another, but yeah, I think like Utopia just in general just had a really solid game plan. I didn't see what all happened with losers. I didn't see the entire thing of losers finals. I think I saw game 3, but I'm sure like NeonBlakk, just obviously he can adapt as well, and he seemed to have it basically on lock by the time Game 3 happened. But in general, I feel like Utopia has definitely shown a lot more consistent results when he shows up.
Oh yeah, 100%. Let's see, what else do I have here? Because I don't want to take too much of your precious time. Let's see. Man, I can't really think of much else really. Just coming back into this with fresh vigor. Like showing that, yeah, like you, like even though you may take some time away, when you come back, like a lot of players just better be playing their most A-est of games.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see, what do you think is let me see, because I don't think there's anything that I know of that's like in-person tournaments going down, because the most recent thing was like big recent thing was CEO.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't make that because of money. Although actually, if Jin's able to get it in next year, I may be able to do it, because I'm pretty sure they moved the venue like right to Orlando, and and Orlando tickets for me are dirt cheap. That was the issue, is that if I went to Orlando and tried to go to this CEO that was in Daytona, I would have to either go to Orlando and pay a shit ton of tolls on the way there on the drive, or fly straight to Daytona and pay a pretty penny to get into Daytona directly. That was the problem.
Oh, I see.
That wasn't even counting the hotel, so.
Oh. Yeah, definitely gotta do what's do what you can accommodate for sure. But it being Orlando,
if it's just,
potentially.
Yeah, if it's just Orlando and tickets stayed pretty cheap to go into Orlando, I could definitely go to CEO next year if Jin gets Pokken in there.
Well, shoot, fingers crossed. And then I'm not sure what the consistency of curtain call is. Like, is curtain call just like just something that was like a one and done type thing that Composter had going, or is it like trying to be like a?
Uclase was more so the head of that. Uclase had the captain's hat on for that tournament. He was running the whole show. But I've heard rumors that he may be trying to cook up another one, but I feel like the announcement's probably got to come pretty soon if he is, because he, if he wants it to be as big as it was, he's gonna want people to fly into it, and it'll take some time to plan. So I don't know for a fact if he is. I've just heard some whispers in main chord, but I wouldn't hold your breath. I feel like, because he had the thing about wanting to distance himself a little bit from the scene because he had to focus on himself, which is totally understandable. But I heard he wanted to do it. I just don't know. Like, I've just never heard anything guaranteeing it yet. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah. I hope something does come out of it, because I can have enough opportunities for people to be able to see more in person of these fellow people that love Pokken, because I know I want to make it out of one of these things eventually. It's like one of these events, because being in the community somewhat myself, as long as I've been working with rigs for this tournament series, I definitely want to meet y'all when opportunity presents it. So, but like you said, as far as like money and the opportunity, that's definitely going to be the biggest things. But we will see. We will definitely see. Hopefully, something will come out of anything where it's going to be another exciting event to go to in person fairly soon.
For sure.
Yeah. But as far as you, what are your next personal ventures in your own content? I know you're doing Splatoon.
Oh, I'm kind of getting into some different things now. I actually just streamed Titanfall 2 for the first time. I'm a veteran of the game, but I haven't played it in years, and there was the first time I streamed it. So I'm like, that may be something I want to do. But just in general right now, I'm just focusing more so on work and trying to establish a good spot in life right now, which I'm definitely getting towards. I'm definitely making steps towards reaching that goal. But as of late, a lot of things have happened that have had me be working overtime, so I can't be guaranteeing streams during the week. But whenever I can, I try to do so and have some, Unite on deck, Splatoon on deck. The Titanfall looks like a fun new addition. There's some other games I play. I played a whole bunch of Hollow Knight a little bit ago and finally finished that game up to 112% completion. So
Hey, let's go.
So yeah, I just doing what I can, playing what I feel like playing at the time, and just having a bit more of a go with my gut attitude and just vibe with what I want to instead of going hardcore into Pokken anymore. But I'm still obviously playing it, just more so when I feel like I'm in the mood for some Pokken, not just like dedicating to it right now.
Okay, that's definitely good to keep yourself just diversified and not like too like locked in and like kind of just want, because you don't want to get into a position where you feel like you're bogged down and you're like, oh, man, I'm only doing Pokken, and it's like I gotta be in the lab at all times to the point where it's not fun anymore. You got to still have enjoyment with what you're doing just in general with these games. So I respect that.
Yeah, for sure. It's just a matter of having, just as long as you're having fun, then why not?
Absolutely. Well, where can the fine people find you with all this fun content you got cooking?
I got my own Twitch. You know where to find me at TEC_XX. That's the username, and I have Twitter as well. If y'all want to follow me there. I also am kickstarting a YouTube. That's much smaller because I started mostly on Twitch, but hopefully sometime soon I can get some sort of actual content going on YouTube instead of just restreaming there. But that's more so a plan for the future rather than something I'm working on right now.
Okay. Let me just make sure I got that right. Okay, yeah, TEC_XX. Put it there for the good people. There you go. Can find the man's right there at that channel, and like you say, it's got YouTube in the works. So definitely stick around for his plans. Check out his Twitch. Look at all that stuff he's got there if you guys don't watch those broadcasts. You can catch him live if you if any of that content clicks with you, and I'm sure you'd greatly appreciate it.
Much appreciated for the plug.
Of course, man. Well, I thank you for your time and congratulations on getting your dub after the couple weeks of reprieve.
Not a problem, my dude. You have a good rest of your night.
Thank you, man. You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that was the voice of your champion of the evening, TEC. A good sport all around. Love to hear like kind of the updates of what he has going on. That's one of my fellow Paper Mario brethren as well. We were both just ecstatic about when 1000 Year Door was announced last year when it came out in May. We were just super stoked about that. He has a playthrough of that as well on his Twitch. I'm not sure if he saves or if he highlights all of his streams, but if you were curious about seeing another person who is just over the moon for Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, a lot of his theming, his name is literally based off the computer in 1000 Year Door. It's ripped straight from it, if you will. So, and then I'm pretty sure his transitions are all around, or like I know at least one transition is literally the curtains going in between battle for 1000 Year Door. So I was looking at the channel to kind of see if it was still there, but I don't believe so. Probably something that's not quite there. Unfortunate. I probably have to ask about that at some point if he highlights his streams. I don't see anything further beyond what at the moment is Splatoon and Pokken, Titanfall 2 you mentioned, and Pokemon Unite. So all that fun stuff you can still check out on this channel if you would like to. But as far as me, I am done for this evening. But I will say, if you want to see some more fun Pokken, then definitely stay tuned for tomorrow, where we have the Road to Greatness North America versus Europe crew battle. The top 5 from the respective from each PR are going head to head or they have already gone head to head, but I will be showcasing the replays in retrospect, and each round counts towards a point for the team. That's going to be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be showcasing that. So just to kind of show again of the top 5. So from North America's standpoint, they will have TEC, who reps Scizor, KTK, who reps Garchomp and Gengar, 99 Dash, who is solos Pikachu, NeonBlakk, who is a recent solo of Mewtwo, but also uses Empoleon and Machamp, but to lesser degrees, and Xochi Popolo, who we saw also tonight, repping the solo God of War. And then meanwhile on the Europe side of things, of top 5, I can get that in here. Most recent top 5 for Europe from top to bottom. Number 1 is Allradiant, who uses Lucario and Braixen. Second is Niet, who uses Decidueye. Third is Vietnam, who is a solo Machamp player. Fourth is Estar, who is a solo Garchomp. And then Leafblade, who uses both Sceptile and Blaziken, but I think is leaning more towards Blaziken in this day and age. So that's going to be the matchups between our top 5 between Europe and North America. We'll see how both of these talented regions face off against each other. Just trying to kind of get that to show both of them at the same time. It's very scuffed, but just to kind of give the idea of our top 5 for both sides. We're going to be doing it from bottom to top, so the crew battle will start with showing off the 5th place set and the 4th place set onward from there. It's going to be exciting. Like I said, each round counts towards a point, so even if one side loses the set per se, they are still contributing to their team's overall score, to the region. So do not be discouraged if they did not take their set. You're still contributing. That could still show, that could still be the difference of it being a like a bigger lead to it being very, very close. And I got a feeling that it's going to be exciting nonetheless. So if that's something that excites you, then definitely stick around. We are going to be seeing all that fun action tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time once again. And if you want to be a part of the series and play one of these weeklies yourself, Road to Greatness, you can type RTG. That will bring up one of the brackets. I think this is still 131, but it still brings you to my server, my Yoshin's Battlegrounds server, where these tournaments go down. You can flare yourself with the Pokken trainer role, and then we'll be able to assign you the right region, whether you're North America, whether you're Europe. We also have RTG Asia, that's very new, but it's still trying to get that going as consistent as possible as well. So whatever region that you're interested in, definitely join the server. And it is every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, relative to, well, 7 p.m. relative to your specific time zone. With all that said, I think I am done here. My name is Darsheen, aka Yoshi96. I'm signing out for now, but definitely not forever. Have a fantastic rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. Stay safe, God bless, keep on being awesome, and remember to be kind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for some more exciting Pokken tournament action coming at you tomorrow, as well as some other Nintendo variety gameplay that you will see from yours truly. Thank you guys again so much. And with that said, see you guys next time.